Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cool FM live sports broadcast of tonight's. This is All-Stars. This is going to be our minors All-Stars, possibly championship game. The game is going to be held between the Nogales All-Stars and the Douglas All-Stars. This is Kevin Lassiter here with you with Gunnar Voss. We're going to be covering tonight's game for you. We got a double header tonight, so we got this game first and we got another game immediately following this one. We're here at beautiful Stonefield #1 in Sierra Vista. We got a hot weather out here today. It's about 95 degrees. Hopefully it cools down a little bit on us, but the kids are all dressed up, warmed up, done the national anthem, done the Little League pledge, and they are ready to play some ball. So Gunnar, tell us about these two teams and tell us what's at stake at tonight's game and what will kind of change the stakes in tonight's game.
So tonight for Nogales, it is a win or go home. For Douglas, it's a lose or play tomorrow, or win and go home victorious, you know, as the champions. This is the championship game. Other than that, Nogales and Douglas have both blown out all the teams they've played, and Nogales and Douglas have already played against each other one time, and Douglas beat Nogales 6-1 in a pretty hard-fought game, and, well, it's really just, that's all there is to it. I mean, Nogales has to win or they're going home, you know, on the losing side of things.
Okay, so like you said, Douglas wins tonight, they walk out of here champion. If Nogales wins tonight, they got to play again tomorrow to decide the championship.
Yes.
So, guys, a lot at stake here. Again, a trip to play at the state level for the team that wins the championship. We would like to give a huge shout out to our live sports sponsor, SSVEC, who's been serving the community. SSVEC is our presenting sports sponsor, powering our live stream youth sports coverage all season long. Nogales is going to be the visiting team, so they will bat first. Douglas is the home team, so they will be in the field first. I'd like to take this time to remind you all that Desert RV in Huachuca City is aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Go to desertrvcenter.com. The BEREAN Academy is a proud supporter of local sports where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Stan Greer Millworks is Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning 40 years, with offices in Tucson and in Hereford. Discover more at stangreermillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. The MORSE Automotive Group of Sierra Vista wants you to stop in today and experience the difference because COCHISE County is now backed by MORSE. The American Southwest Credit Union is fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes. We believe that youth sports build character and the kind of community spirit that makes us proud. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local, member of the NCUA and an equal opportunity lender. TWN Communications has been delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. So, Gunnar, we're coming up towards the end of our Little League All-Stars tournament. You know, what have been your thoughts on this whole tournament, how it's gone this year, and, you know, just tell us what you think of it all.
It's been a great tournament this year. Compared to the other years, like the technology and like the maintenance level of these fields has definitely gone up. Like new metal fences, you know, it's just it's adapting and becoming a better sports complex for our youth. Every year, though, it is always at the banter of the weather, you know. You really just have to hope that you don't have any horrible weather. The first few days of the tournament, we had a bunch of delays. We had a canceled game. We had a bunch of stuff that really, like, you know, like made it pretty bad. We had a few games that went till 12 o'clock at night that me and Bill had to call, and it's been pretty good year though. Usually this runs smoothly. We have really nice sports complex out here, so no matter the weather, you know, you still play. This is baseball, and it's gone pretty smoothly this year.
That's all great to know. And again, we want to take our hats off and say thank you to the city of Sierra Vista, both its Parks and Recs department, the sports department, and also to the mayor and the city council for making their investment in these amazing facilities for the kids to play in. I can tell you that, guys, these are some of the nicest youth fields and complexes that I've ever had the opportunity to step into. You know, as a person who's coached youth sports, I played them when I was a kid, and now being able to do commentary, it's great to see the city's investing in the kids and providing great places for them to play and to be doing something positive, learning great lessons from sports and staying out of trouble.
Yes, definitely.
So we'll cover a couple more about partnering sponsors here while we're waiting for the umpires and coaches to finish their meeting. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC of Sierra Vista has pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Vista Pros is providing tonight's sports coverage. Is being brought by Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, proud supporters of our local athletes and the community that we all call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. Seniors helping seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Check them out at southernarizonaSHS.com or call 520-487-4246. The Doggo Lotto is the hottest shelter dog show in the world, and it's right here in Sierra Vista. Pick your lucky numbers for free at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Then watch the show every Monday at 6 p.m. on Cool FM Live to see if you won. Over $2,000 in cash and prizes have been given away so far. Duran Plumbing has been serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10 plus years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporter of local sports programs and athletes. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty is proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the meeting at home plate is complete. We got umpires taking their positions on the field, including a cameo by our favorite guy on our baseline. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
So we'll get the teams out of the dugouts in just a second. And while we're waiting on that, we'll talk some more about some of our great sponsors. Remind you guys that Eagle Plumbing has been providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporter of local sports. The Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, they want you to know that they have a new physical therapy department that's now open in Hereford. Make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435. Grasshopper Landscaping has been providing quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all your landscaping needs and visit them on Facebook or Google Grasshopper Landscaping. La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford supports all our fine athletes and teams in Cochise County. Now open for our lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thursday through Saturday. Go to LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net where the flavor lives. Allo Fiber is your new home team internet, TV, and phone provider. Visit Allo Fiber to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan. Now available in Sierra Vista. Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista is serving the community with 45 years with great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. We're proud to support this live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live, and we hope to see you soon. Sonic Sierra Vista, where Wednesdays is Wacky Pack Wednesdays. Kids meals are $2.49, and today, Thursday, is 99-cent corn dogs. Guys, you cannot beat that deal. So get on down to Sierra Vista Sonic and get yourself a corn dog for just 99 cents. Again, thanks so much to all of our sponsors, and we'd like to remind all of the viewers, we want to thank SSVEC and all our sponsors for putting their investment in local youth sports and in making this coverage free for you. Please stop by our list of sponsor locations and do businesses with the business that support the things you love. All right, folks, so have we got a treat for you guys today. Again, Douglas is in the field, and Nogales is going to be at the plate. Starting pitcher for Douglas is going to be number 4, Vladimir Hurtado, number 34. And the first batter who's just stepped up to the plate for Nogales is number 8, Noah Guzman. And here we go, guys. Minors championship on the line. And we just got the play ball from the behind the plate umpire. Here's the first pitch of the game. Swing on the ground, bobbled at shortstop. And Guzman will make it to first, starting the game off. First pitch, first swing, first hit, first single.
Yeah, just a quality hit to start off the game. And the shortstop just bobbled it, went under his feet, and then the left fielder bobbled it to add on to that, but the leadoff runner did not advance.
All right, this is Miko Guzman. The lefty steps up to the plate. And Miko gets a hit. It's caught. Got the out at second. But Miko able to run out the throw at first. So the lead runner will be tagged out on the force. All right, so the next batter coming up for Nogales is going to be Mateo Baserto. Mateo attempts the bunt, but it goes over the catcher's head and goes foul. Count is going to be 0-1. We had 2 straight pitches, 2 straight hits. Nogales making contact on 3 straight pitches. This one just happened to be one that didn't go into play. Here goes Hurtado. Lets it go. And that pitch was high. That will be ball 1. Guzman had a lead off of first base, but decided not to run. Vladimir throws a pitch. The bunt attempt was made, but it was a miss, so that's going to be, that should be strike 2, guys. Yep, strike 2. So we got a 1-2 count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Douglas is looking for that runner to try to steal. They are ready for it. Mateo showing bunt again, lays the bunt down, and it is declared a foul. I think it bounced off of his foot. You can see that what Nogales is trying to do, it looks like Gunner, they're just trying to get more runners on base. What's your thoughts about this many bunt attempts in that bat?
Definitely not smart, especially on 2 strikes. You're not allowed to bunt. If you bunt on 2 strikes, you're out, especially if you hit it foul. So I'm pretty sure that's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that will be the second. And is that what, I don't think they called him out.
No, they didn't. I'm pretty sure it was a missed call by the
maybe
home
what
plate
the umpires
umpire.
are discussing that, and they are discussing that, and there it is. The batter is declared out for that, for just what you just described.
Yeah, because he had 2 strikes on him, and he went to bunt again, and yeah, it's, just a pivotal role in baseball.
All right, so the next batter that's going to be coming up for Nogales is going to be Jesus Lopez. And wouldn't that be the case, another lefty batter?
Yeah, that is a lot of lefty batters. We've been seeing a lot, though, in the past few games that we've called. The game on Tuesday, there was half their lineup was lefties.
I think they had 3 lefties that batted like the right ball behind each other. Here's a pitch from Vladimir. Ooh, hard pitch down the middle. Swing and a miss. And Guzman was able to tag up, almost got caught at first.
I think if the first baseman didn't drop that ball, he might have been called out.
I think so too.
There's just a little bobble there to keep him safe on the bases.
Lopez takes one down the middle. That's going to be ball number 1. And again, Douglas being stingy, not wanting to let anybody steal. I can appreciate the sentinel-like nature of the fielders trying to protect from stolen bases. Lopez swings, that goes foul. Bring the count to 1-2.
Great defense by Douglas so far. They had an error or two early in the game, but you know they've been holding him to only first base, and they haven't gone past that with 2 outs. There's not a whole lot of opportunity here for Nogales, but.
And that will be ball number 2. And once again, Guzman tags up. He's taking pretty good leads there at first, and I think that's why they're so concerned. So 2-2 count, 2 outs, guys. This next pitch could end the inning. And there it is, a strikeout for Vladimir Hurtado. Jesus Lopez punched out. Strikeout looking. So here in the middle of the first, we still got a 0-0 ball game. And Nogales leaves one stranded at first.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the 8 to 10 age group play yet, and it's definitely going to be an interesting game to watch. You know, they're a lot younger, so that is definitely a little hole out there for like in the age groups. You know, as you get older, the competitiveness, yeah, exactly,
yeah.
and just you know, you can really start to see the talent kicking in.
I'm pretty impressed though so far from Vladimir Hurtado's speed. He threw the ball with a good little amount of velocity that I'm seeing coming on the pitches, and I do like the fact that Douglas so far has looked pretty sound fundamentally, but I also like the ability of Nogales to make contact with the ball. 3 of their 4 batters all made contact with the ball.
Yeah. Honestly, all the age groups have had great groups of kids and teams, and I definitely believe they're going to have no problem at the state level, maybe picking up a game or 2, you know, but it really gets competitive at the state level. I've seen it personally, and that is definitely a different level of gameplay as you get higher up there. You know, you get some of the big cities and stuff. Mesa has their Little League team. They always have a great Little League team. Sunnyside always has a great team, and like those state teams, those teams that go to state, you know, they really are able to put it to some teams.
And so the starting pitcher for Nogales tonight is going to be Esteban Paz. He will be on the mound for the Nogales All-Stars. So he's getting his warm-up pitches in. And I agree with everything you were saying, especially about, you know, how the competition, the fundamentals, everything just increases as you move on in this All-Stars tournament. But, you know, I feel strongly about this, and I defend my statement to anybody. Cochise County is such a hotbed, and Nogales isn't from Cochise County, but they're from Southern Arizona, and just I'll say Southern Arizona in general is a hotbed of baseball talent. The kids play here year-round thanks to the weather being what it is, and so because of that, the ability to play even more, they get so much more training and experience, and I think it really shows in games like today.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with you on that. Just District 8 in general, which is our district, is just a very talented field of young athletes and young men and women just coming out here to compete.
And speaking of young women, Ruby Hurtado is going to be the leadoff batter for Douglas. As she steps into the box, she earned some points for those pink and white Jordan cleats she got on. I love them. Here's the pitch from Paz. And Ruby takes the strike right across the letters. 0-1 is going to be the count, guys. Great pitch from Paz. That pitch is low and looks like it was a little bit outside, so it brings the count to 1-0. Good eye, Ruby. Another pitch, that's pretty much a copy of the same one we saw on pitch number 2 from him. Esteban gets some pointers from his coach. Ruby takes a swing, and that goes foul. 2-2, guys. So let's see what happens here with Ruby as our leadoff batter. See what she can do. That pitch was high, and we got a full count for our first batter here in the bottom of the first for Douglas. 8 to 10 years old, minors championship game. Ruby takes a swing, makes contact. That ball will make it into the outfield, and she gets a single. Very nice hitting by Ruby.
And that is exactly what you want to do as a leadoff hitter. Just get on base no matter the means, and really start it off hot for your team.
All right, our next batter coming up is going to be Douglas's pitcher. Vladimir Hurtado steps up. Big number 34. That pitch from Paz is low. Ruby had a sizable lead there off of first, but she comes back and tags up. The throw from Paz, that one low. Ruby takes off for second base. And so she will get herself an extra base due to that short pitch. It kind of bounced maybe a few inches before the plate. And you can see Hurtado signaling her running up guy.
Exactly.
All right, so back up the mound. Here's a pitch from Paz. Hurtado takes a swing, and that one will bounce foul. So 2-1 is going to be the count here in this second at bat of the bottom of the first. And we saw some home runs hit by pitchers. We saw that last night in the major championship game.
Oh yeah, that was definitely absolutely crazy. A home run from both teams with 2 runners on for a 3-run home run. Or no, 1 run.
Here's the swing, and contact is made. Fielded cleanly by the second baseman. And Vladimir is thrown out at first, but Ruby Hurtado makes it all the way to third base. So our next batter comes up, Gail Avachuco. So this is a name that if you are a follower of youth baseball, you should remember, because remember Douglas had the perfect game earlier last week, and Gail Avachuco was one of the pitchers that was a part of that perfect game. Gail swings, that ball is flying deep into left. It's caught out there, and Ruby tags up, and she's heading for home. She will score, and Douglas draws first blood. The score now 1-0, Douglas on top.
Definitely a great way to start off the game. A perfect sac fly into left field to bring in the first run of the game, and really just secure that base.
This is Mateo Villalobos, fourth batter here.
I think they're claiming
Douglas.
that she didn't tag up off the catch.
It looked like she did to me. I saw her run after the ball was clearly caught out there and left, but let's see what the umpires say.
She might be called out. It depends on what the 3 umpires saw, and it's definitely positive that they're meeting up to just discuss this in the first place.
Yep.
Some umpires don't do that. We've had a few instances earlier in the tournament, and
Well, I hope Cody has got a really great replay of this for you guys watching from home right now.
That would definitely be ideal to watch it, but
I don't mind them talking about it. Hopefully they get it right. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she did tag up. She showed patience. She waited until the ball was cleanly fielded, and then I don't think she even started running until the fielder kind of started winding up to make the throw back in. So
I didn't really see anything. I'm pretty confident that she tagged up, but we'll definitely see. The umpires do have the ruling on the field. We're just some commentators.
Yep, we're just watching the game like you guys.
She was called safe.
She is called safe. So the run that she scored will remain on the scoreboard. Again, 1-0 Douglas here in the bottom of the first. As we told you, this is Mateo Villalobos.
Fourth hitter?
Was that?
Fourth hitter?
Yeah, fourth hitter. Yep.
So this is the cleanup, and
he looks like a power hitter.
He definitely looks like he could smash one center field 450.
That pitch from Paz was low. Ball 1 for Mateo.
like we were talking about earlier in the first game that we did together, or the second game, you know, with big hitters like him, you want to throw it low so they can't get anything high up in the sky.
And that's exactly what you're seeing here. That ball is brushing with the dirt. That's ball 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Mateo is a very popular name in tonight's game. We have 3 players with the same name, same first name.
And there's a few hitters on
that one was low, but it was the bottom of the strike zone, so that one is called strike. What were you about to say, Gunnar?
There's a few hitters on, or a few players on the older teams named Mateo too, because I've, you know, a few of these games, and you'll remember when you hear a lot of a name. So
Mateo gives low for that. That ball is bobbled at third. Can Mateo run out the throw? He will. And Mateo Villalobos will make it to first base on the single with 2 outs here. Still in the first inning. And Mateo Villalobos is followed by Mateo Mendez of Douglas.
Mateo.
Douglas has 2 and Nogales has 1. Not the score. We talking about Mateos, guys. So 15 pitches thrown by Paz so far. And the lefty makes contact. That ball shallow in the right field. Mateo's headed for second. And he beats the throw on the slide. Nice piece of hitting there by Mateo Mendez. And Mateo Villalobos is safe at third. So we got runners on the corners.
This Douglas team, no offense to the older team, seems to have a little bit smarter base running.
Yeah, I agree. That first, they got a little reckless last night.
Oh, yeah.
Or the other night. Here's Julian Lovetto. You need to like stick it in here somewhere to try to pop it up.
Yeah.
We can move this.
We can move it back.
Oh, sorry. Put it between us. All right, so that was strike 1 thrown to Julian.
Thank you so much, Dad. Shout out to my dad, bring me an umbrella.
Dad
pretty hot out here.
That's what dads do. All right, so Nogales trying to protect the bases. Oh, swing, that's popped up for Julian. The catcher is under it. Paz makes the catch and will retire the side. So Douglas goes down with 2 runners on, but they are now in the lead 1-0.
Yeah, it's definitely a good piece of hitting by Douglas there. You know, keeping it simple, getting to the point. They didn't have any crazy hits, nothing to really, you know, put the inning into play, but just small dribblers here and there and bloopers that, you know, just get them the first run and get them on the board.
And both teams showing offensive and defensive capability, so I don't think one run, like right now, is a difference maker enough to call, you know, a favorite or not. But we want to remind you folks that this first inning of baseball was brought to you by BEREAN Academy, who is a proud supporter of local sports, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Also, Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning 40 years with offices in Tucson and in Hereford. Discover more at stangreermillworks.com. Pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. So the first batter we're going to see here in the second from Nogales is going to be Jaziel Pacheco. Last couple warm-up pitches being made. Umpires having a quick little talk with the Douglas dugout. And here we go. We got the first base side umpire. He's walking back this way, so about to play some ball. Pacheco making his way up to the plate. And it is still a warm one out here, folks.
Yeah, definitely. It's around 94 degrees out here. It's gone down about 2, but still, I don't feel the 2 degrees.
No, I can't feel it either.
I will say it's it still feels like it's 110, but we'll just hope it doesn't get any hotter, which I don't think it will.
All right, so Jaziel Pacheco for the first time tonight.
Nogales looking to put someone on base and hopefully score a few runs this inning to take the lead early in the game and just hold it later in the game. Third baseman playing really in, expecting this bunt.
Mm-hmm. Very high pitch from Hurtado, and that's going to be ball one, folks.
I will say, though, playing third base that close can get really sketchy and really scary if you drill one down third.
That's just dangerous.
Yeah, but he's definitely on his feet, I would say.
He's ready.
Yeah.
That one thrown in right across the bottom of the strike zone. Strike one.
Still playing in, even though he hasn't seen the bunt yet. But once he gets to 2 strikes, he'll probably move back. Or they'll make the same mistake they made earlier in the
and you
game.
can tell they're definitely guarding against the bunt when you play that short. Hurtado, another high pitch, but this time Pacheco takes a swing at a ball that was well above his head, and that's going to be 2-2 count. I'm sorry, 1-2 count. That was one he could have looked at.
Yeah, I'm a little scared for the. Oh, there he goes, starting to move back.
That's a foul tip. Yeah, you see him starting to move back now. But yeah, I don't know what he was thinking about swinging at that ball. Maybe just nerves.
Yeah.
He want to try to win a championship here, but.
Yeah, this is definitely a good, important game for Douglas here and Nogales. It's an important game for both teams. But Douglas is probably just going to pitch their best and, really hope to just win the game tonight so they don't have a game tomorrow, which is what I would do as a coach, because there's no reason to try to play out a championship and then give a team momentum to win the championship.
So Hurtado tried to go for the bottom of the strike zone again like he did on that first pitch that was a strike, but this time a little too low called ball. And the batter will be out. That was a strike, so that's the second strikeout for Vladimir Hurtado. Another strikeout looking.
Some great pitching here by Hurtado to,
So this is
help out
Nogales'
Douglas.
pitcher up to the plate. This is Esteban Paz, pitcher versus pitcher here. That one, it had good height, but it was probably a little closer inside. That's gonna be ball one. Yeah, I'm liking how he's pitching the ball. He's gone high a couple times, but if they're gonna swing at it, you might as well throw it up there. They're gonna swing at it.
Exactly.
That one is low, so that'll be ball two. So Paz finds himself ahead in the count.
It really takes some tension off pitchers, knowing there's no one on base to worry about.
Right.
And, you can definitely tell.
All you gotta do is just throw the ball in the field, and once it comes off the bat.
Exactly.
And there's the strike that he likes. He likes really dancing that ball across the dance floor at the bottom of the strike zone, folks.
3-0 is the count.
Oh, so that was not, I'm sorry, that was not called a strike. That was called a ball. Paz showed bunt, but then pulled it back. And there is the first strike. So now 3-1 count.
The pitch really has to be there to swing at this.
Yes, it does. Should be a stoplight. No pitch coming, I'm telling you. Yep, there it is. And Paz will walk.
One out, one runner on first, and I bet you they're going to still try to hold them as far away from second and third as they can. And really just trying to make them earn their bases with hits and, just...
So this is Milan Goma at the plate. Also sporting the pink Jordan cleats. Strike one on the first pitch.
Third baseman playing again close again, just really trying to guard that bunt. But it never gets rid of the possibility for a bunt down first base.
Still may do it anyway, yep. The first base line is wide open. And that's another strike right across the letters on the chest. Two nice pitches in a row from Hurtado.
Nogales, they were quite surprised with that call. You heard them all go, what? But it was right across the numbers, for sure. From my angle at least, and then it didn't look outside.
That was a low ball, and Paz will take off towards second. Gets an extra base off that mishandle by the Douglas catcher. So 1 and 2, 1 out, and another mishandled one, and Paz now runs to third. So just that quickly, Paz earns himself 2 more bases.
Coach calling time to
And we got a timeout being called by the Douglas manager as they readjust the catcher's gear. And we're getting some motivation coming from the very loyal parents and fans out here in this 95-degree heat.
Umpire's talking now. Everyone's talking.
You think there was a call made? Or did they got to discuss?
I don't really think so.
I don't
There's
think so
nothing.
either.
There's nothing to look at. I mean,
It was clearly a passed ball that Paz took off on, and everything seemed legal with it.
the only possibility would be he left early, but that would have been called the play before that one. So.
Okay, so now we're getting ready to play. Still 1 out. 1 out for Nogales. Umpire's getting set back up in position, and we're ready to play. Or maybe we're not. No. Still some conversation between the Douglas manager and the umpires. We're not ready to play.
Still asking questions and just, I don't know, talking about something, but.
It could be exactly what you hinted at, which was Douglas feels that Paz wasn't set before he took off.
Yeah, possibly, but other than that, I mean, I haven't seen anything that could be possibly near.
No, neither
what
have
are they
I.
talking about? And those balls were definitely balls.
Yes.
The strikes were strikes, balls were balls,
Both of those swimming in the dirt, not questionable at all.
And they're looking to play ball.
All right, here we go. Milan Goma, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the second. Vladimir Hurtado ready to make his throw. And that is ball 3. We got a full count. First base coach giving out some instructions to the batter. Hurtado's pitch is hit, but it goes foul midway up the first base line. Remains a full count.
Douglas's dugout getting really loud, trying to force the walk or get the walk.
Now, I'm wondering if the umpires would kind of be the way they were was that Tuesday night where there were several warnings given.
Yes.
What is it? They have to kind of stop their chanting when the pitcher is about to throw the pitch? Is that what it is?
That was it. And don't hit the metal fences.
And that is another strikeout looking for Vladimir Hurtado.
Just pain on the outside side or the outside corner there, and you just watched it go by, and that was a great call by the ump and a great pitch by Hurtado.
Hurtado.
Yeah, to just strike him out and get him out of that tense situation. Still a runner in scoring position here.
He keeps pitching like this, and he might earn himself a Coach Kevin nickname. Hurtado throwing now to Rene Grijalva. That first pitch was low. That's going to be a 1-0 count, ball 1.
Quick back, get it out in front. Let's go. Quick back, let's go now. Let's go.
Grijalva stepped back out of the box and took a swing at that, or maybe stepped back to the side of the box, but that goes foul. 1-1. Hurtado's pitch. That's a strike. And he is working that bottom corner of the strike zone. Another great pitch from Vladimir Heat 'em up Hurtado. And another strikeout from Vlad. 2 in a row. This kid can sling it. That's 4 strikeouts for Vlad. He will retire Nogales with no run scored. And here in the middle of the second, the score remains 1-0. Douglas on top. This part of the inning was brought to you by the MORSE Automotive Group of Sierra Vista. They want you to stop in today and experience the difference because Cochise County is now backed by MORSE. The American Southwest Credit Union is fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes. We believe that youth sports build character and the kind of community spirit that makes us proud. At American Southwest Credit Union, your money stays local, member of the NCUA, and an equal opportunity lender. TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration LLC of Sierra Vista has pioneered a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Vista Pros, which I wish I had some of right now, is providing tonight's live sports coverage. They're providing heating and cooling, and they are proud supporters of our local athletes and the community that we all call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, professional, and putting the cool and Cool FM online. So Paz warming up, and the first batter that we're going to see for Douglas is going to be, should be Arturo Diaz. Was there a time limit? I'm not sure.
I don't think there's a time limit for these games, but I know there is a time limit for
no time limit. We just
for
gotta play
like regular rec season games, but these games there's definitely not, because these games have to go on forever until someone wins.
Yeah, somebody's got to win.
No tie in tournament
right?
baseball like this. Yeah.
Sorry, the balls are getting thrown in.
We use international tiebreakers starting in the 7th.
And number 39, Arturo Diaz, steps up to the plate for his first appearance tonight. Arturo dish down low, and that goes right into the first baseman's glove. Great catch by Basurto at first. Hit the line drive without even flinching.
Great play by the batter, number 39, and a better play by the first baseman to get the first out of the inning.
This is Jesus Dominguez, who is up to bat now for Douglas. And here comes the throw from Paz. That one was low, and that's called ball. That was pitch number 20 for Paz. And there's 21 is a strike. I really like these young pitchers tonight. Both showing great control, good velocity, and making smart decisions on when they throw certain pitches. This one is swung, it's tipped, fielded, but bobbled. Oh no, it's called a foul, okay. Third baseman bobbled it, but it is called foul. So that will be strike number 2 for Jesus, and not a single.
It's called foul. I think it hit off his foot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a few missed calls like that on Tuesday.
We sure did.
So it's great to see that they're
They cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And that one called a strike, and guess what? That is a strike out. That's 3. And that is Esteban Paz's first strikeout of tonight's game. Strikeout looking for Jesus Dominguez.
Yeah, just painted that low corner there to get the first strikeout for him, the second out of the top of the second inning.
So this new batter coming up is Emilio Garcia. And let's see if Paz is going to continue to work that paintbrush, painting those corners. He tried it, but that one called ball.
Nobody on base for Nogales.
That pitch was behind Emilio. He got out of the way. Ball number 2. And yeah, yep, stranded bases, which kind of not normal. They got people on there last time up, but this time the pitching really keeping stuff from happening. And there's the strike he was looking for. 2-1 count now for Emilio Garcia. Garcia knocks that one foul into the backstop.
They're trying to battle and try to earn a walk or get some type of base hit. Anything to get on base, honestly.
2-2 with 2 outs. Douglas want to make something happen. There's a swing. Ball hit, caught at short. And the throw made at first for the out. Nogales keeps it clean, giving up no more runs here in the second.
Great way to just keep the game moving.
And so at the end of 2, Douglas still maintaining their 1-0 lead as we head into the top of the 3rd.
I'm gonna go to the restroom.
So that inning was brought to you by Seniors Helping Seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations. Check them out at southernArizonaSHS.com or call 520-487-4246. The Doggo Lotto is the hottest sheltered dog game show in the world, and it's right here in Sierra Vista. Pick your lucky numbers for free at coolfmonline.com/doggolotto. Then watch the show every Monday from at 6 p.m. on Cool FM Live to see if you won. Over $2,000 in cash and prizes have been given away so far. Durant Plumbing has been serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing products for 10 plus years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporter of local sports programs and athletes. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty is proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. So the first batter we should be seeing from Nogales here in the top of the 3rd should be Cash Guzman. We got the umpire making a check on a bat that's being used by the Nogales batter, and everything seems to be okay with the bat. We got balls being thrown in, and here we go, top of the 3rd, 1-0. Vladimir Heat-em-up Hurtado, 4 strikeouts, facing Cash Guzman for the first time tonight. Nogales still trailing here at 3. Strike on the first pitch from Vlad. 0-1. Great control we're seeing from this young pitcher. I am thoroughly impressed. Bunt attempt, and that's going to be strike number 2 as Guzman missed on the bunt attempt, and Vladimir was ready to run up and field that. So was Douglas's third baseman. All right, here we go. Cash steps back into the box. 0-2 is the count. Here's the throw. Strike 3.
Wow.
That will be strikeout number 5. Again, strikeout looking for Heat 'em up Hurtado.
Just keeping it going, keeping the momentum moving, and golly, three pitches, 3 strikes.
First one strike looking, second one on the bunt attempt, third one strikeout looking. Here's Giancarlo Garciloso up for Nogales for the first time tonight. I didn't think 1-0 would be the game, but 1-0 could be the game the way Hurtado's pitching.
Definitely, but if it is 1-0, I believe.
Swing, and that ball goes foul off the bat of Giancarlo.
I definitely believe that no matter what, Douglas will score at least one more run with just how their batting has been. You know, last inning just wasn't their inning.
Right.
I mean, that happens. Everyone has an inning where it's just.
Yeah, that was a quick one for him. But yeah, I can see that. I definitely could see Douglas scoring more. Here's a swing. This one is staying fair, and the fielders had to talk. Right fielder called off the second baseman, and Giancarlo will fly out.
Great effort by both the second baseman and the right field, and just good communication.
Yep.
You know, you don't usually see that at the younger ages.
No. I thought they were about to run into each other, and it was going to be a bad error.
Yeah.
But they cleaned it up. Good job, Douglas. This is Ruben Vasquez coming up for the first time tonight. Vasquez swings over the pitcher's head and past second base.
Center fielder playing really shallow to hold him to only one base, though.
And number one gets himself one. Nice hit by Mr. Ruben Vasquez. One swing, one hit, one base.
Second time batting for one.
Nope, they're still going through the lineup. We got 2 batters left. This is Dominic Romero that is up to bat now, and then we got one more after that. Hurtado throws off the hands. That will be a foul tip, strike 1. Hurtado probably having one of the best nights pitching that I've seen in these games so far. He's thrown 41 pitches and struck out 5 batters. That one called ball, crossing numbers.
Really holding the runners to first base. They're really, the pitcher or the catcher is just
Constant checks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a nice swing there by Romero, and that ball bobbled in right, and Romero runs out the throw and is safe at first.
Wow.
So some signs of life from Douglas. They're getting the bats working. Is now with 2 outs. They're trying to rally. This is going to be their last hitter in the lineup. This is Martin Puig. Puig with runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Definitely just a vital error by the right fielder there. He just bobbled the ball and then just couldn't get him at first, but still 2 outs, 2 runners on base, 1 in scoring position. This could be a sketchy inning for Douglas.
Puig, swing and a miss, strike 1. Very nice throw there from Hurtado. Yeah, got a chance to either get it even or even take a lead if they can get a decent hit here, right?
Yes, definitely. But that's all up to the batter at the plate, and you know the.
Puig swings, pop up, goes over the backstop. Watch out, parents.
Absolute stud of a pitcher on the mound.
Yeah, I mean he's you tell the spin.
Exactly. But we'll see here.
Hurtado's pitch is hit, fielded at third. Here comes the throw, and Puig runs out the throw. Throw just a little low and maybe even a little bit late coming from third. And so now we go back. That's 3 hits in a row for Nogales. The bases are loaded, guys, and their leadoff hitter, Noah Guzman, steps up to the plate for his second time tonight. And guess what? Guzman is 1-1.
Yes, he is. These are the top of the lineup where they went hit.
That's right.
Or hit contact. So this could definitely be a breakthrough inning for Nogales and get some runners scoring. And they already have 2 runners in scoring.
Guzman swings, ball just outside the grass at third base, and they will tie the game up at what? No. They tie the game up at 1. So Guzman runs out the throw. And guys, we got an even ball game again as it's 1-1 with Nogales making their dent on the scoreboard for the first time tonight here in the top of the third. Miko Guzman steps into the box. And remember, both batters, like you said, one pitch, one swing, both took hits last time they were up. Guzman 1 for 1 on the night. Miko Guzman 1 for 1. Noah Guzman now 2 for 2. Bases loaded, 2 outs here. Tied ball game. And let's see if these loaded bases change the way Hurtado's been throwing. That ball hit and goes foul.
The count is even.
The runners on base, the situation, the score being tied, that kind of changes everything, right?
Yes, definitely. It makes it just adds a little bit of tension and a little bit of nervousness and stress for each team and their coaches. And, it just makes the game closer. And that's what you love to see. I want to see a good game, a close game out here today. I don't want to see another blowout.
I agree. I'd like to see a tough, fight 'em out kind of contest, and that's what we got so far. Miko takes ball number 2. Hurtado still checking the bases. Two and 1, 2 outs. And that's a foul tip. Timeout called by the umpire. And that was just pitch number 50 for Vladimir Hurtado, or Heat 'em Up Hurtado as the name he's earned today. Thrown 51 pitches, struck out 5 batters. Miko swings, hard shot, caught it first. And there's the out. And so Hurtado helped his team again, but we got a tie ball game again. Middle of the third, it is 1-1. Both teams now on the board.
Nothing really hurt for either team so far. It's basically a 0-0 again. So we'll definitely see how they come out this inning. And, this could be another breakthrough inning for Douglas. Who knows? So we'll definitely just have to see.
Douglas still hasn't been through their whole lineup yet. They got 3 more batters to go before we get all the way through. So here in the middle of the third, I want to remind you guys that Eagle Plumbing has been providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporter of local sports. The Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County has a new physical therapy department that is now open in Hereford. Make an appointment with one of the doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435. Grasshopper Landscaping has been providing quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper for all your needs in landscaping. Visit them at Facebook or on Google using Grasshopper Landscaping. The La Sierra Grill and Steakhouse in Hereford supports all our fine athletes and teams in Cochise County. Now open for lunch specials from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturdays. Go to LaSierraGrillSteakhouse.net where the flavor lives. All right, so here we go. We got a next batter coming up for Douglas is going to be Ian Quijada. Esteban Paz getting his last couple of warm-ups, and so are the outfielders. And so, yep, here we had an offensive explosion there. Thank you, Gunner. My partner always looking out for me. Had a little offensive explosion there from Nogales as we had 4 straight hits at one point, and they produced 1 run to tie the game up. Both pitchers have been throwing the ball very well. Paz has 1 strikeout. Good location with his pitches, and the Nogales defense has been doing very well with their fielding. And so here we go, got the plate getting brushed off and cleaned up. And again, this is going to be Ian Quijada stepping up for the first time tonight.
Outfield, little back, outfield.
Lined up from Paz. Quijada swings. Bloops into left field. Quijada's going for 2.
And that is a stand-up double to start the inning. Like we were saying earlier in the inning, this could be the inning for Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the inning. We don't know yet. I can't see into the future. I don't know if you can. Maybe there's something you want to tell me now, but
If I could, I have a lot more money than what I got now.
hey,
But you predicted something special.
Bitcoin would have been yours. Let me
That's right.
say that.
If I could see in the future, I would have been at Google.
Oh yeah.
Jeremiah Ortiz up for his first time tonight with a runner on the second and no outs. Pitch number 30 on the way from Esteban Paz. Showing bunt. First baseman ran really deep to field it. Kind of got tripped up as he spun to make the throw. And Ortiz is safe at first.
That was just a great sac bunt, and it seems like the third baseman and the pitcher kind of like got like tangled up in each other and twisted up and fell. But the leadoff hitter is in the hole or is on deck, and last hitter of the lineup is up right now.
Yeah, this is William Leafstone. A couple little shifts being made in the infield. There's the pitch from Paz. That one is low, ball one. So Leafstone again, the caboose of the lineup. Last batter. Again, no outs, runners on the corners, and a tie ball game. And that is ball number 2 to William Leafstone. And let's see if this situation creates any change in how Paz has been throwing the ball.
Yeah, runners on the corner. Usually during this situation, throwing out first steals like he's doing right now. And
3 straight pitches, all balls, Gunner.
Oh, he left early. And I bet you they're just going to do the same thing over and over again, but we'll definitely see.
So 3-0. 3-0 is the count, and
Coach confused with the call again. Some pretty controversial calls out here today, but definitely see.
And that strike one, that one a little off speed. Does Paz have a changeup in his arsenal?
He might have a changeup or a little curveball. Curveball's a little bit more, you know.
And there's ball 4.
Common.
So Leafstone will walk.
The curveballs are usually a little bit more common for younger kids. Bases loaded, no outs. This could be the breakthrough inning we were talking about. Obviously,
here's the
again,
hitter, Ruby
back at the top.
Hurtado.
This is definitely a tense moment for Nogales, and you know I could see a pitching change coming in here soon.
Yeah, that could be on the horizon for Nogales. Here's the windup from Paz. Ruby takes a swing and a miss. Strike one. That ball didn't look like a hittable pitch to me.
No, it looks low and away from what it looked like.
Ruby probably just wanted to make something happen for a team, get another run on the board. I get it. Let's pause. Ruby makes contact. That ball fielded by shortstop. And the runner is safe. No, wait a minute, we got the runner out at home. The runner out at home.
Did he drop the ball?
I think he dropped the ball.
Now that is interesting. It looked like he dropped the ball there.
So
I don't know. That's a hard call to make, but
the ball wasn't dropped, so the runner does not score.
It was a force out.
Yeah.
For sure. He definitely had the ball, but he might have bobbled it and dropped it as the play was being made.
Like at first they were going to call the runner safe, and then the home plate umpire kind of changed his hand gesture and signaled with the fist that the runner was out. So I think there was maybe a little bobble going on, but
I don't know
the
if
catcher held on to it.
I don't know.
I think the runner was safe, but I mean, we're quite a distance away.
Yeah.
We're probably almost even with, we're a little behind first base. Okay, and the runner, look like the runner's been called safe, right?
And now Nogales is getting a little speech with the umpires too.
Okay, so
this
now
is like the third time the game this has happened. It's only the third inning, so once an inning it's looking like, that just means you're playing good baseball.
That's right.
That's all that is.
For the time being, folks, Douglas is leading 2-0 unless something changes with this meeting with the Nogales manager.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right now it's a 2-0 game. I'm sorry, 2-1 game in favor of the Douglas All-Stars. And I do think that safe was the right call to
Yeah,
make. I mean, again,
definitely agree.
we're a distance away from it, but it looked like the runner clearly got in. I don't know what he saw that made him say out.
The other thing I can say that I saw and I liked is that every time there's been a close play like that, he's talked to the umpires. And I think
Yes.
the call is not going to stand on the field, and I think he is safe. And the score is now 2-1 with bases loaded once again. And this could be the breakthrough inning for like the fourth time I've said this inning, of course. But, you know, I'm definitely excited to see where this inning goes.
Pause to Hurtado. That pitch is low. That's going to be ball 1.
Again, bases loaded, 2 runners in scoring position with runners on second and third. Ruby with a great hit in between second and third to, you know, get that run scored.
That's ball number 2 to Vlad Hurtado. Hurtado is his second time up tonight. He is 0 for 1, but it's a great opportunity with no outs to keep pumping through runs for your team if you just get ahead.
Yeah, the real momentum killer here, though, could be a double play.
Yes.
But other than that, I mean, it's just going to keep building.
Vlad takes a swing, gets past third, and rolls into left, and 1 run scores. Vlad going for 2. 2-run score.
Ruby holding up on third. Ruby going first to third. A great double by, what was his name?
That's Vladimir Hurtado,
Oh,
the Douglas
the hot
pitcher.
man.
Yeah, Vlad, heat him up, Hurtado.
Yeah. Man, he's just having a standout game. You
Yes,
know,
he is.
really leading his team tonight to, you know, just, I don't know, victory, honestly.
So just that quick, folks.
Yeah.
The score now 4-1. Douglas putting their foot on the gas. Still no outs, but the bases are loaded, but we got runners on second and third.
2 runners in scoring position. This could...
Gail Avachuco takes a hit again, taking advantage of third. Run number 5 will score. And here
Another
comes
hit
run
to
number
the
6.
fence. Another hit to the fence. Look at that. That is 2 back-to-back hits directly to the fence on the third base side of the play field. Coach calling time, really trying to calm his team down. This could be the pitching
He's got to go talk to his third
change.
baseman. And it could be the pitching change that you predicted. But
it's
2
looking
RBI
like it
shot
is.
there by Gail Avachuco. This game being, you called it, Gunner. You said this would be the inning that opened it up, and sure enough, you were right. 4 runs now scored here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, bases clearing, 2 doubles in a row to clear the bases and leave 1 runner on in scoring position still, which is awesome. And it looks like they're making a pitching change and an outfield change, switching the left fielder.
5, no, it was 2-1. It was 2-1. Oh no, you're right. 5 runs. Yeah, 5 runs scored this inning. Correct. Thank you, Mark. So
And
yeah,
this
we
is
got
the
a
score of the
pitching change.
previous game that they played against each other, and this could be the score again. But honestly, I don't see Douglas letting up. There's still no outs. They're making a pitching change. This is still a big momentum builder for Douglas, and you know, Nogales really trying to get back on their feet after being pushed down so many times.
That's right.
You know, it gets kind of hard, and that's what baseball's about, and you just have to keep pushing.
And I'm not surprised at the score, and the reason why I say that is we got to go back to last week when this Douglas team played, and they had 3 pitchers that they played in a game last week, and those 3 pitchers shared a perfect game. No runs, no walks, no hits, no errors. They kept it completely clean, and so if or when Douglas makes a pitching change, they definitely have a couple of guys in the bullpen that can keep throwing good pitches like Hurtado's been doing.
Yeah,
the guy on second base right now, Gail Avachuco, being one of them.
Yeah, I don't see a universe where Douglas doesn't have a fresh arm that's you know, ready to go and ready to throw a good game. And I mean, they've already done it once.
Yep.
There's no reason not to do it twice. And I mean, the perfect game's gone, obviously.
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
gone.
expect a perfect game in a championship, respectfully, from both teams. I feel like these are 2 great teams really just trying to, you know, advance the state. And, you know, it takes a lot of skill to do, and it just looks like this is Douglas's year. I mean, they won the championship for their older team, and they look like they're going to do it again. You know, Mount
One of the
Graham's
older
one of
team.
them,
They played for one at majors and now playing again for it here in minors. So here's Noah Guzman facing Mateo Villalobos, and a strike for the first pitch from Guzman.
This is the kid who had the high pop out that almost went out. With enough wind, that would have cleared the fence, but it's not windy enough today.
Villalobos is 1 for 1 in his trips to the plate tonight. And that's strike number 2. 2 back-to-back really great pitches from Noah Guzman.
0-2 is the count. This pitcher really getting out to a hot start here. Let's see what he can do.
And that one is low, trying to paint that bottom of the strike zone. This time just a little too low, and the count goes to 1-2.
Coach hyping up his hitter to really just try to get something to get in play here. 1-2 is the count.
Guzman, I'm sorry, not Guzman. Villalobos swings, almost takes out our cameraman's knees. Mark got fast feet, guys. I've been watching this guy work back here for the last couple games, and he's got quick feet, ladies and gentlemen, as he hopped out of the way of that foul ball. Count goes to, should be 1-2, guys. No outs, bottom of the third. Guzman's throw is inside. Villalobos backs up. Villalobos is Douglas's third baseman. He's been having a pretty good game tonight. Again, he says 1 for 1. We got 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs.
See what he can do.
And there it is, strike 3 looking. Guzman gets a strikeout on the first batter that he faces. These kids can throw the ball, man.
Yeah. Honestly, as you get lower, the strike percentage gets lower and the ball percentage gets higher. But that is not the case with these young men and women out here today. And they're really just filling up the strike zone. I mean, I feel like I've seen just as many strikes as I have seen balls today.
I agree with you.
And it's definitely a good game.
This is Mateo Mendez at the plate. First pitch to him is going to be low, and that ball is lost. Avachuco took advantage of that and will make it over to third. Umpire calls timeout so they can get the bag set back up over there on the third base side. And so it's 1-0 is the count to Mateo Mendez. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Douglas opened it up, now leading 6-0. Here is the windup from Guzman. And that one goes foul. So 1-1. Little coaching from the first baseman to the catcher.
Only 1 out, 1 runner in scoring position on third base, and lefty up to the plate.
Solid line drive up the line in the right.
That is 1 run
will
score.
Walk to home plate. And so that makes the score 7-0. Douglas feeling good right now as Avachuco scores.
Yeah, just lengthening the lead. This is now a bigger lead than they had in the first game they played. So let's just see how this game moves on and keeps going. But right now it's looking good for Douglas and not too great for Nogales. But that can all change within a second.
In the blink of an eye.
We've seen that before.
That's
we saw
right.
that with the, what game was that?
That Mount Graham game. Yep.
Where Douglas almost came back.
It got close. It got a little interesting in the end.
They made it 6-7.
Julian Lovetto, good piece of hitting there. Lovetto goes to first. Mendez gets to third. Lovetto will get a double out of that.
He scores off a ball out of play. Just so you guys know, if a ball goes out of play, the runner gets awarded 1 more run on one more base on a throw. If it goes out of play off a hit, they get awarded second base. So it looks like the runner on third will score and the runner on second will advance to third, putting 1 runner a little bit closer to home plate and 1 runner scoring, making the score 1-8.
Great summary there, Gunner, as Arturo Diaz steps up to the plate for his second time tonight. And this is Guzman's third batter. Douglas has not turned the heat off with the bat yet. Again, only one out here. This bottom of the third seeming to last forever. You called it before the game started. You said sometimes we have some long innings. You've been spot on with your predictions tonight, Gunner.
Maybe I can see the future.
Ball number one. The ball is behind the catcher. And there's run number 9 that crosses the plate. So Mendez touches them all. And now you can feel the pressure starting to mount.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit.
All-Stars just, starting to make mistakes.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, go ahead.
It's getting a little bit quieter on the Nogales side here. They're really trying to keep it going, but it gets hard when there's just long innings like this where a team's just putting a run after run on you, and there's not a lot you can do, and that's another runner on base.
Yeah, Diaz was hit by the pitch from Guzman, and I know he just came in, but he may be a little rattled right now. So many hitters getting on base.
Yeah, and it's also not easy to come in with, an inning like this where you have to put, the pressures on you, and, as a young man, that definitely gets hard.
This is Jesus Dominguez up batting now. Great pitch by Guzman there for strike 1.
Yeah, just a middle strike to get ahead in the count.
Here's a stretch from Guzman. Pitch number 14. And that one, little inside. That's going to be ball number 1.
Count is even. Again, this is still the bottom of the third, and this has been a pretty long inning. I would say it's been about 10
in this
15
inning
minutes.
for a while now.
Yeah, with a few, umpire challenges and up and down plays for both teams, but definitely an interesting inning and definitely interesting.
It's ball number 2 to Dominguez, so now 2-1 is your count. Yeah, there's a lot of different things have happened here, but the biggest thing of note is the 8 runs that Douglas has scored.
Oh, yeah, that is a big no in the game.
Guzman readies from the hill. Swing, and that one goes foul for Dominguez. 2-2. 1 out. Guzman trying to battle his way out of this inning. Here's the pitch. That one is low and full count now for Guzman.
Really trying to battle out of this inning. I mean, I would be too. Anything to get an out here would be pretty happy.
You'd love to get a double play on this next one just to get out of here.
Ooh.
And that one is ball 4. So Jesus Dominguez will walk to first. And so now coming up is going to be Emilio Garcia.
Are they almost back to the top, or?
No, they're batter number 7.
So they're getting there, but if they really get back to the top, this inning could go on for a lot
If
longer.
Ruby comes up again, he got trouble for Nogales. I think he already in trouble, honestly. Emilio Garcia, runners on first and second. He takes a swing, fielded at short. They get the out at second, but Emilio will get a single out of it.
Putting runners on first and third, which isn't a bad situation for Douglas, even with 2 outs. They might try to get this runner on third, which could be possible, or they might call in a pinch runner.
So this is going to be Ian Quijada.
They're getting a courtesy runner.
Okay, Jeff, so they're switching out the runner at first. Okay.
I think I called it.
Yep, you sure
which
did.
Is, I'm pretty sure they call out the last out, so that would be number 7. Oh, no, they call out number 10, which is number 10 going to first base.
That's Jesus Dominguez,
runner.
the center fielder.
So the center fielder goes to first base, and He's probably going to steal on this first pitch or the second pitch here to get him to second
Second
and
base
third.
is open to put some pressure on that young pitcher by trying to steal a bag. Let's see what happens. They got 2 outs. At this point, you can be a little risky because you're up by so much.
Exactly.
Swing and a miss for Ian, and there he goes off to second base, just like you called it. Stolen bag for the center fielder, Jesus Dominguez.
Yeah.
0-1 is the count for Quijada. Here's a pitch from Guzman. Quijada swings. It's going into right. Run number 10 will score. Oh, hey, go home. Dominguez thinking about it, was thinking about tagging up, but we'll go home.
He's
2
making a
runs that quick.
few guesstimations there, you know, just really wondering where he should
Right.
go. But
You still juking. Get
yeah.
to the plate, buddy. So
Yeah,
the
he
score
slipped
now
like twice.
11-1 for Douglas with 2 outs. This is Jeremiah Ortiz coming up with a runner on second.
this could be another mercy rule like we saw last championship. It is very possible.
It really could. I mean, this was a tight game up until this third inning came, and then the door's been blown wide open, guys.
Yeah. Refresher on the run rule here. It is 15 after 3, which means you have to be up by 15 after 3 and not have them score in the 4th inning, and 10 after 4, which means that they cannot, they have to be up by 10 by the 4th inning, and they're already up by 10, and this is the bottom of the 3rd, so they have 1 more inning to go.
So a swing and a miss there for Ortiz. Count is 1-1. Strike 2. Nice throw there by Guzman, and yeah, I feel bad for young Noah Guzman because he really got put into a bad situation. You got subbed in to relieve right when Douglas heated up. I mean, I don't even want to blame him for what's happened. There's ball 2.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do, but
You just happened to take the hill right when the team turned it on. I think did he come? Were the bases loaded when he came in?
I believe so. Or that might have been right after the bases clearing double. That's what
Right.
it was.
Strike 3, looking nice pitch by Guzman. Gets himself out of the inning. Does pick up 2 strikeouts in the inning, but Douglas picked up a lot of runs. As at the end of 3, it is 11-1. Douglas All-Stars very comfortable with their foot clearly on the gas pedal.
Yes, definitely.
Allo Fiber is your new home team for internet, TV, and phone. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan, now available in Sierra Vista. Sierra Toyota wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista has been serving the community for a whopping 45 years with great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. We are proud to support this live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live, and we hope to see you soon at Vinny's. Sonic in Sierra Vista, where Wednesdays is Wacky Pack Wednesdays, where kids' meals are $2.49, and today, Thursday, has 99-cent corn dogs. So head over to Sonic and get yourself some corn dogs because you just can't beat that price, folks. And so again here, top of the 4th inning, Douglas is up with a whopping huge 11-1 lead over Nogales. Douglas with an offensive explosion, scoring, you guessed it, 10 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. My partner hooked me up again. And so, guys, this is an interesting game here. Douglas staying with their starting pitcher, Vladimir Hurtado. He's thrown 52 pitches tonight and struck out 5 batters.
And it doesn't look like he's slowing down.
No, not at all.
It almost looks like he's speeding up a little bit.
But remember, he was a part of that perfect game that got thrown last week. So Douglas definitely winning the arms race here. All right, so this is Mateo Baserto, the first baseman, who is now batting for Nogales. And that's ball 1 to him. Pitch from Hurtado. Ball 2.
Nogales trying to catch up to the lead that opened up last inning, but we'll see.
This is just Baserto's second time at bat. Gets a hit, fielded that short, and the throw made to first, and he will go to 0-2 on the night. Clean fielding out there for Douglas. Jesus Lopez coming up to the plate now for Nogales. Top of the fourth. Hurtado, like you said, like he's just getting heated up. Lopez swinging a miss, strike one. When you were a pitcher, how important was it that you got to stand on the same spot every time before you threw the ball? Did it ever throw you off when you had to move?
Yeah, definitely, especially when you fly open or you're too close. You know, it definitely is important to have a consistent spot on the mound.
So that hit from Lopez goes foul. Count will go to 0-2. Top of the fourth inning, one out again. Douglas way out with 11 runs. 11-1 is the score. 10 of those runs scored in their last at bat as a team. Douglas rolling like a juggernaut right now, folks. Hurtado's pitch will go low, and that will be ball number one. 1-2 will be your count. Hurtado trying to work the bottom of the strike zone, but that one is going to be ball number two. This next pitch will be pitch number 60 for Vladimir. And there it is, strike three, swinging. 6 strikeouts for young Vladimir. Heat him up, Hurtado on the night.
That is the second out of the inning. One more out, and they're back to hitting. One more out, and this game's over.
This game probably going to be over. That's right, because they're up by 10 runs.
We might be early tonight, which is a plus for me and a plus for Kevin on the mic.
Jeziel Pacheco at the plate. Pitched very close to Pacheco there. Was he hit?
Asking if he got hit.
Looking for a signal from the umpire. They don't call him hit by pitch, so that's going to be ball number one. Hurtado may be a little excited at the thought of the game being over that quick.
Yeah.
Got to rein himself back in and refocus. And the umpire is now going to have a talk with the pitcher.
Asking a question. The pitcher didn't want to leave the mound. I don't know.
No, let me stay in rhythm. Leave me alone. Let me stay in rhythm, Blue.
Yeah, the ump was like waving him over. He was like, I'm good, I'm good.
No, I'm
Please,
right
please.
Let me stay here. I got a heater going on. Swing and a miss.
He's just automatic.
Another high ball. So what I'm noticing is Pacheco likes to swing at these high pitches that are above his head. That's the third time we've seen him swing at one of those tonight. 1-1 is going to be the count, folks. That's a swing. That one pops up over the backstop. If you bring it back, you get a snack. Count is 1-2. Douglas with a chance to end the game on this next pitch. If this is a strikeout, this should be the ball game, folks. Or a ground out or a fly out.
Yeah, anything to get the out or something. I don't know.
Pop up. The catcher can't get to it as it goes over the backstop, keeping the game alive just a little bit longer. Cameraman said that the catcher should have turned to Spider-Man and scaled the backstop. Pitch number 65 getting ready to leave Vladimir's hand. Here's a hit. He makes contact. It's over third base. Third baseman can't hold on to it. And Pacheco gets a single.
The game's not over yet, I guess.
Not over yet. The starting pitcher for Nogales now walking to the plate, Esteban Paz. Paz has walked in his first at-bat tonight, and this is now his second. Trailing by a lot of runs, 2 outs, could be the last batter. Swing and a miss on a perfect pitch from Vladimir Hurtado, 0-1. And again, checking the runner at first, controlling the bases with the constant looks. I really like what he's been doing. That one brushed him back off the plate, ball 1 inside. And there's ball number 2.
Definitely a close call there, but it's cold ball.
I thought that was that bottom corner of the strike zone pitch again.
Same here.
Pitch number 69 from him. Strike 2.
One more strike for Hurtado, and this game is over, but that's what we said last at bat. Anything can happen in baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. And there it is. That's a tip. That ball goes foul. Baseball, a game of anticipation.
Bring it back, get a snack. Famous saying of the baseball fields here.
That's right.
They need their baseballs. Oh.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7. That is the ball game. And ladies and gentlemen, with a score of 11-1, your minors champions for District 8, the Douglas All-Stars, as they all take slides in the outfield, sliding to victory for Douglas.
What an amazing game there. That's the second game we've watched in the championships. It's really just been a really game opener with a blow-up inning, and great job by Nogales there. Hard fought loss. You you can't win all of them, and that's definitely a big statement. And shout out to the umpires and just this amazing complex out here. And Douglas really just taking it in.
Yeah.
Nogales not happy with the loss. I mean
Nogales
no
fought
one
hard,
should.
but Douglas
Exactly.
and their ability to pitch the ball the way they have been, along with the streaks they had hitting the ball tonight, absolutely amazing. I'll make a pick for player of the game for me. I'm going with, you guessed it, Vladimir Heat 'em Up Hurtado.
Honestly,
7 strikeouts.
For me, that's player of the week. I've been to the baseball fields this whole entire week and all of last week. That might be player of the month. I mean, those home runs were pretty impressive,
yes,
but nothing like I wouldn't say carrying your team, but leading your team as a pitcher, the leader of the team and the catcher to victory is definitely big. But
I came into tonight's game with 2 players in mind to be nominees for player of the week. None of them were in this game, but now I got one nominee, maybe 2, but one of them is definitely Vladimir Hurtado, the young pitcher.
I definitely agree.
From Douglas. And again, he was a player of the week winner, a co-player of the week with his teammates last week. So we'll go ahead and we'll sign off from here for our first game of the night.
We'll be back on in our
30
second
minutes. Game is going to be starting at 7:30. So again, this was the Minors Championship. Congratulations to the Douglas All-Stars with a win of 11-1. For Gunnar Voss, this is Kevin Lassiter, and on behalf of our cameraman, Mark, thanks for viewing in, folks. Come back in a couple minutes if you want to see another great championship game. But thanks a lot. Thanks for tuning in to Cool FM. Have a great night, folks. We'll see you soon.
And thank you.